Get 10% off your first purchase and a free trial from today's sponsor at squarespace.com/forge. Welcome back. Today we're starting work on a CRYSKNIFE from the movie DUNE. We've decided that we want to make ours out of Damascus steel, of course. And what we've done is we have prepared 2 billets of 2 different alloys of steel. Now, I sometimes take for granted that you might know exactly what Damascus steel is. So a little refresher. One steel here is just high carbon knife steel. One steel here is high carbon knife steel that has 2% nickel, 1080 and 15N20. And that's what allows us to see the pattern based in the contrast in how the nickel steel and the regular carbon steel etches. I've made 2 billets this morning so that we've got plenty enough steel for this. We're gonna get these heating up, forge weld them together. We've got a little bit of an interesting pattern in mind today, which I'm very excited to work on. Alrighty. You okay? What are you doing, Jamie? Why'd you slam the door?
I just closed the door, what do you mean?
You slammed the door!
I just closed it.
We've got 1 long square bar, a 2nd long square bar. There's lots of long square bars. And what do we usually do when we have a long square bar of Damascus? We usually twist it.
No, you don't actually. You normally have an octagonal bar to twist.
Yeah.
But carry on.
Anyway, I want to do a multi-bar twist feather. 1 bar twisted clockwise, 1 bar twisted counterclockwise, or anti-clockwise. Probably learn the...
Could you not twist them the same way and then just stack them opposite?
No, it doesn't work that way. That's a good question. If, for those watching along at home, you grab 2 large bolts, what you won't get is a chevron if you put them next to each other. The teeth all follow the same angle regardless of the orientation of the bolt. So if you want that chevron zigzaggy pattern, you have to twist half of the bars one way, half of the bars the other way. Now, being that we have about 100 feet of square bar to twist, I would quite like a machine to be able to twist it for me. Now, Will has himself a very fancy twisting machine, and it's got me a little green with envy. But what we do have is this lovely large lathe, and because my favorite thing is upsetting people about how it is that I use my machines, I want to turn this into a hot metal twisting apparatus. But for those people that are upset about the potential damage to the ways and how I'm going to destroy this machine, we have one of these to clean up. But what we need is a way to hold one end of the square bar here and a way to hold one end of the square bar there. Here on the tailstock of the lathe, we get to pop out this. This is a little Morse taper adapter. Now, over here in our handy-dandy drawer of tricks, we have a bunch more Morse taper adapters. And in fact, we have triplicates. Oh, you're kidding me, I have 4 of the same. Ha! Well, in that case, sacrilege it is. If this goes well, we'll put them all in the fire and, we'll make it look like we're being really efficient. I've got 1 in the forge right now. I thought it would be prudent to do a little bit of a risk assessment. Try and, add up all of the ways that this could go wrong and I could be mutilated or killed.
May thy welds chip and shatter.
That's exactly right. The welds could chip and shatter, sending this flying in my face and knock...
My face?
Yeah, but... Jamie, I mean...
My face?
It might do you good. So... could smack me in the face, chip a tooth, or make Jamie look rugged. We could end up with this getting jammed and then entirely explode the gearbox on the back of the lathe. We could have me accidentally get caught into the hot metal where my hand gets wrapped around it as it spins, turning it into spaghetti linguine. What I would like to do is have a wire brush handy. This square bar, when we twist it, those corners are going to be mushing up against one another. I want as little scale in those corners as possible so that it's nice and clean. So this will be here. Tailstock is loose, and wish me luck. Quick interruption, this episode has been sponsored by Squarespace, website building platform that allows anybody, no matter their technical expertise on a computer, to be able to make themselves a beautiful website, share their story, and build their business on the internet. One of the most recent things that I've done to one of my Squarespace websites is integrating to it an approved third-party fulfillment platform so I could sell print-on-demand t-shirts and hoodies with our little dog training club's logo on them. And now, because of their app, if I want to change something, add any new pictures, or update my description, I no longer need to open my computer. I can do it on the go. With your site, you can sell unlimited physical or digital products. You can book clients using Squarespace scheduling, sell things in person with Squarespace point of sale, and you'll always have access to their award-winning 24/7 customer support. So please, go give it a try, see how easy it is at squarespace.com/forge, where you'll get a free trial. And if you like it, code FORGE is gonna get you 10% off your first purchase, and that includes your domain purchase because it's an all-in-one platform. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring the video. Let's get back to it. There we go, on we go. Woo! Wowza! Okay, well that's a wonderfully even twist. It worked a treat. Oh my goodness, just need an even heat. Now that's some twisting. The lathe twists more towards the chuck than it does the tailstock. So if I'm smart, when we start the future ones, I'll do a little bit of twisting, I'll take it out, I'll flip it over, and do a little bit of twisting in the same heat to see if that equalizes the twist. Wow, that one's now twisting more up there. That worked well for controlling heat. That is so much better. Controlling it with the air gun is the way to go. Woo! Yeah, one heat again. This is gonna save so much time in the future. There's our pile of twists. We now need to forge that into some smaller diameter square bar so that we can clean it up and restack it in the future. Usually I would use KISS blocks, but guess what? Though I own 2 sets of fabulous KISS blocks, they're in America. And they're for a different power hammer, so Jamie is going to be the KISS block.
Human KISS block.
Human KISS block. Oh, wow. My plan to machine these so they're clean is tack weld them to this bar, put the bar in the middle, and then run the thing over with the milling cutter.
Alec, I'm not sure if you noticed, but you've lost one of your things.
Yep, we've got a casualty. So now we're only milling 4 of the pieces at one go. All these bars have two sides milled up, and because we've got opposing twists, we've got a chevron if we stack them up like this. Now, my plan is to take these 13-inch long lengths, we're gonna cut them into thirds, and we're gonna stack them on top of each other so that we have a billet with this chevron going the whole way up. It's gonna be an unconventional direction of multibar. Usually, if we wanna make a knife, rough sketch of knife, here's the orientation of the multibar. But in this case, it's gonna be flipped 90 degrees, and I don't know how it's gonna work. The multibar is going to be going sideways, and the plan is to feather it. So a little bit more prep work is required. Cutting the bars, get them all stacked up, and ready to go in the forge for forge welding. Into the forge we go. This is going to be a very tricky weld. Here we go. Gently does it. Woo! 4 hits of heat. This is going to be one of the most challenging forge welds I've ever done because everything about how this steel is stacked is designed to fail. There's no chance this is going to work, Jamie. I really should have recognized this was a ludicrous idea to make a weld like this try and happen.
Lathe blade, stick and weld.
Yeah, it might well fall in half. It might well actually be stuck and welded. It's starting to get how we need it. Now I've been working it in this direction, and now I need to work it in that direction a little bit. Right, so after making this an even skinnier billet, we unfortunately still have some cracks to chase. We've got a crack here, a crack there, a crack here, and a little crack there. This is just where the bars that made the stack haven't welded properly, and so I'm gonna have to get in here with an angle grinder or the belt grinder, try and grind through it so that we have that nice solid bit of metal that we're really after. We've ground through the cracks. It is clean metal, but let's see if we can get a little peek as to what it's gonna look like when it's etched. Now that is pretty sick. And in whichever direction we take it, there's gonna be a lot of stretchage. This is not going to look the same when this ends up being the proportions of a blade, but it does give me hope that whatever it does look like is kind of cool. So I can't wait to show you the progress that we come up with for episode 2 of this CRYSKNIFE. For now, please don't forget to check out today's sponsor, which was Squarespace, squarespace.com/forge. And also, a massive thank you is owed for all the support that we've had since the last couple of episodes. We've had a ton of orders come in to the Alec Steele Co., helping us clear out our inventory, and I'm beyond grateful for that. Really means a lot. We've got massive discounts on grinder bodies, grinder accessories, all that stuff. I really hope that we can help you find a good deal. And thank you for all of the lovely comments as well. See you on the next one. Bye.